The deep ocean has always been a place of silence, a vast and hostile world where sunlight never reaches and human presence feels temporary at best. But in the spring of 1968, that silence became permanent. 99 men aboard a United States Navy nuclear submarine vanished without warning, without a distress call, and without a trace on the surface. To understand what happened to the USS Scorpion, we must return to a time when the world itself felt on edge. The Cold War was at its peak, and beneath the oceans, an invisible war was being fought every day. American and Soviet submarines hunted one another in total darkness, armed with nuclear weapons, operating under rules so secretive that even the crews rarely understood how close they were to disaster. The USS Scorpion was a skipjack-class nuclear-powered attack submarine, built for speed, stealth, and endurance. She represented the cutting edge of American naval engineering in the early 1960s, capable of crossing oceans without surfacing. By May of 1968, Scorpion was returning from a Mediterranean deployment to her home port in Norfolk, Virginia. For families waiting on shore, it was routine. But as days passed and the submarine failed to report in, unease spread through the Navy's Atlantic Command. Submarines are meant to be silent, but they are never meant to disappear. When Scorpion was officially declared overdue, the unthinkable began to take shape. What followed was one of the largest search operations in U.S. naval history. Aircraft scanned the surface while ships and submarines searched the depths, listening for any sign of life or distress. The Atlantic offered nothing. No oil slicks, no debris, no signals. As days turned into weeks, hope vanished. The reality became unavoidable. 99 American sailors had been lost, entombed somewhere beneath miles of water, beyond any possibility of rescue. Months later, the discovery of the wreckage near the Azores raised more questions than answers. Instead of a single intact hull, the Scorpion lay broken into large sections scattered across the seafloor more than 11,000 feet below the surface. This was not the result of a slow failure. It looked violent and sudden. Using the classified SOSUS underwater listening system, analysts reconstructed the submarine's final moments. The data revealed sharp explosive sounds followed by the unmistakable signature of the pressure hull collapsing. Whatever happened, it happened fast. There was no time to react. Investigators soon uncovered troubling details about the Scorpion's condition. The submarine had suffered from persistent maintenance issues and had undergone a rushed overhaul. Some crew members reportedly considered the boat unreliable. This raised the possibility that the Scorpion was lost not to an enemy, but to internal failure. One of the most disturbing theories involves a hot-run torpedo, a malfunction where a torpedo's engine activates inside its tube. If the warhead arms itself, the explosion is catastrophic. Some experts believe the acoustic evidence aligns with such an event, suggesting the crew may have been attempting to disable or eject a malfunctioning weapon when it detonated. Still, the Navy has never provided a definitive explanation. Over time, official theories have ranged from a torpedo accident to a battery explosion or structural failure. The absence of clear answers has fueled suspicion, particularly among the families of the crew, many of whom believe the truth remains classified to protect the image of the nuclear fleet during the Cold War. Beyond mechanical failure lies a darker possibility, a secret confrontation with the Soviet Union. In 1968 alone, multiple submarines from both superpowers were lost under mysterious circumstances. Some believe the Scorpion was tracking Soviet naval activity and was detected and attacked. A confirmed Soviet strike on an American nuclear submarine could have pushed the world toward open war. According to this theory, silence was not just convenient, it was essential. Today, images of the wreckage show twisted metal frozen in time. The men aboard were elite sailors who understood the risks but trusted their vessel. Whether lost to accident or unspoken conflict, the USS Scorpion stands as one of the Cold War's most haunting tragedies. Its loss forced the U.S. Navy to strengthen submarine safety standards through the SubSafe program, ensuring future crews would never face the same fate. In the end, the story of the USS Scorpion is more than a naval disaster. It is a reminder of how much can be hidden beneath the surface, of the ocean and of history itself. Until definitive answers emerge, the Scorpion remains in eternal darkness, a silent monument to 99 Americans whose final mission ended where the sun never reaches.